Favouritism Forbidden. Oh, guess who was in church this morning? I bet you can't. I bet you won't. Not in a million years. Him. You know, him off the telly. You know who I mean. He's in that whodunit thing that's on Sunday nights. With the dog and the little cottage by the nuclear power station. Yeah, that one. Well, there he was, sat in church. Turns out he's on tour in a play, and they were performing last night in the theatre on the high street. And then there he was, fresh as a daisy in church on Sunday morning. Ooh, I wasn't quite sure whether to go up to him afterwards and introduce myself. I wondered about asking him for a selfie. There was a queue of people trying to introduce themselves after the service. Well, you would, wouldn't you? And he seemed ever so nice, really normal. Oh, he sang along with the hymns and everything, had a cup of tea and a biscuit, really seemed to like the attention that we piled on him, yes. But of course, he would choose our church to come to, wouldn't he? Because we're the church that all the important people in town come to, you know, councillors, the mayor, the retired judge who sits on the back row. Oh yes, anybody who is anybody in our town, if you're wanting to come to church, we're the one you come to. What's that? Who else was in church on Sunday? Well, you know, the usual crowd. You know, there was Roger was there, and Elsie, Carl and Cynthia. Oh, and there was one guy who slipped in at the back as we were getting started. Worried look on his face, looked like there was something troubling him. Kept his head down, shuffled his feet a bit. To be honest, it looked like he might burst into tears at any moment. I couldn't tell you what his name was. He hung around for a bit after the service, and to be honest, we were all so starstruck with what's-his-face off the telly that we didn't pay much attention. He must have slipped out because after about 20 minutes or so, I looked up and I couldn't see him. No doubt he'll come back if he wants help, don't you think? Anyway, the big news of the morning was our celebrity visitor. How exciting to have a star of stage and screen gracing our church. I mean, I wonder whether he'll come back. I mean, we made such a fuss of him, I'm sure he will. Oh, might even get mentioned on his social media platforms. Oh, that'll draw in even more important people. Wonderful. You know, I just wish I could remember his name. It's on the tip of my tongue, you know, in that whodunit.